This lawn receives water every morning. Yet each hot afternoon it looks weaker and more stressed.
The surprising problem may not be too little water, but water arriving far too often. Daily irrigation can hide stress temporarily, while the root system quietly loses resilience below ground. These short roots cannot reach dependable moisture when summer heat dries the upper soil quickly.
Strong lawns are built underground, where deeper roots provide better access to stored soil moisture.
A 7-day schedule may feel protective, but lawns do not follow a calendar automatically. When irrigation ignores rainfall, the root zone can remain wetter than the grass actually needs. Repeated saturation reduces air spaces in soil and can interfere with healthy root activity. Grass roots need both moisture and oxygen, not continuously soaked soil surrounding them for extended periods. Yellowing on wet ground is a warning to investigate drainage before adding more irrigation. Long periods of leaf wetness can create conditions that favor several damaging turfgrass diseases. A spreading patch may resemble drought damage even when frequent watering helped create the conditions. Different lawn zones dry at different speeds, so one daily schedule rarely serves every area. Proper watering is not about neglect. It is about encouraging roots without creating prolonged saturation. Today, we will diagnose moisture, test coverage, and build a safer watering routine step by step. These basic tools can reveal more useful information than guessing from grass color alone.
Shade reduces evaporation, so shaded turf commonly needs less frequent irrigation than full sun grass.
Fixed schedules waste recent rainfall unless a rain sensor or manual adjustment interrupts irrigation. Surface splashes wet leaves and thatch, but may never reach the active root zone. When only the surface stays moist, roots receive little incentive to explore deeper soil.
Adding nutrients before correcting runoff can waste product and increase movement beyond the lawn.
Moisture-loving weeds can indicate consistently wet soil, although accurate identification and inspection still matter.
Weeds are clues, not proof, so confirm soil conditions before changing the entire schedule.
Treating every brown patch as drought can worsen disease, drainage trouble, or insect-related injury. Correcting distribution often improves dry spots without increasing the total water applied everywhere else unnecessarily. Compacted soil accepts water slowly, so long continuous cycles may produce runoff before deep infiltration. On slopes, cycle and soak scheduling can reduce runoff while allowing water to move downward more gradually.
Sandy soil may need smaller, somewhat more frequent applications because it stores less available water.
Allowing the surface to dry slightly encourages roots to use moisture stored farther below. Deep, infrequent irrigation can support a more extensive root system when soil and grass permit. The deeply watered tray develops a broader wetting zone than the repeatedly misted surface.
Roots generally proliferate where conditions remain favorable, so wetting depth strongly influences root distribution.
Color alone is unreliable, so combine leaf symptoms with soil checks and recent weather.
Extended leaf wetness can support disease development when susceptible grass and suitable temperatures coincide. Early watering gives foliage more daylight and airflow to dry than late evening sprinkler cycles provide. For overhead irrigation, early morning usually balances lower evaporation with faster, more complete leaf drying. Resistance in several locations can reveal compaction, hidden stones, or dryness requiring closer physical inspection. Fine-textured soils hold more water but absorb it slowly, increasing runoff risk during long cycles.
Microclimates within one property create different watering needs even when the grass species matches.
Warm season and cool season grasses respond differently to heat, dormancy, growth cycles, and irrigation timing.
Some cool season lawns can survive controlled summer dormancy, although traffic and mowing should be limited.
Heavy traffic can injure dormant or severely stressed turf, even when the crowns remain alive.
Rainfall counts toward the weekly water supply and should reduce or eliminate scheduled irrigation. Look for clogged nozzles, broken heads, low pressure, tilted risers, leaks, and blocked spray patterns.
Correct obvious alignment problems safely before repeating the catch can test for improved measurement accuracy.
Cooling around one head may indicate leakage that requires repair before making broader schedule changes. Water landing on pavement reveals poor aim, excessive pressure, wind interference, or wrong nozzle selection. Inspect a soil core for root depth, odor, saturation, thatch thickness, and visible layering. Healthy roots are generally firm and lighter colored, while damaged roots may appear dark or sparse. A sour or stagnant odor can support suspicion of prolonged saturation and poor aeration.
Sketch each exposure, slope, soil difference, and irrigation zone before rewriting the controller schedule.
Check for folded leaves and lingering footprints before watering, especially during dry, windy periods.
Fast recovery suggests adequate hydration, though deeper soil moisture should still confirm that decision. Damage shape provides clues. Irrigation gaps often follow coverage patterns, while diseases may form expanding patches.
Replace inspected turf promptly and water only enough to settle disturbed soil around the roots.
A laboratory soil test can reveal pH and nutrient issues, but not every drainage problem.
Separate unusual wet or dry areas so test results represent each distinct soil condition.
Nearby rainfall records help, but your own gauge better captures what actually reached the property.
Stop the cycle when runoff starts. Allow infiltration, then resume later if more water is needed. Start by disabling the daily schedule while keeping manual control available for genuine moisture stress. Use 3 signals together: recent rainfall, root zone moisture, and visible early grass stress symptoms. Each morning, count natural rainfall before deciding whether any supplemental irrigation is genuinely necessary. Average the collected depths to estimate application rate, then correct weak or excessive coverage. Clean or replace faulty components using manufacturer guidance, with irrigation pressure safely turned off. Repeat measurements after repairs, because visual improvement alone does not prove uniform water delivery.
Schedule established turf in early morning, when wind, heat, and evaporation are usually lower. On slow-absorbing soil, divide the total into shorter cycles, with soaking time between them. Cycle and soak scheduling reduces runoff while still delivering measured water toward the active root zone. On sandy soil, use smaller measured applications and reassess sooner because stored moisture declines faster. Shaded areas often stay moist longer, so verify them separately before every irrigation decision.
Mow dry grass with sharp blades so torn leaves do not add unnecessary stress.
Wait until saturated soil firms enough to prevent ruts, compaction, torn turf, and damaged crowns. Where compaction is confirmed, core aeration can improve infiltration and rooting when turf is actively growing.
Minor leveling may be gradual, but avoid burying grass crowns beneath heavy soil layers.
During transition, monitor closely because previously shallow-rooted turf may show stress sooner than expected.
Water the zone showing confirmed need, not every zone simply because one area dries.
Gradually extend intervals when soil and grass remain healthy, rather than making abrupt, extreme changes. New seed is an exception because the surface must remain moist during vulnerable germination.
Fresh sod also needs establishment watering until roots knit into the prepared soil below.
Keep establishment zones separate so mature turf is not overwatered to satisfy new seedlings.
As new grass roots develop, transition gradually toward deeper, measured, and less frequent irrigation.
Warm season turf may stay active in summer, so species-specific regional recommendations are especially important.
Never copy another property blindly. Soil, grass, shade, slope, and sprinkler output may differ. Runtime has meaning only after measuring application rate, wetting depth, distribution, and runoff behavior. Avoid midday irrigation when practical, because heat and wind can increase losses and uneven coverage.
Never mix pesticides or fertilizers unless the labels specifically permit the combination and method.
Avoid bleach, salt, vinegar, and unverified household remedies that can injure turf or soil.
Delay fertilizer until the underlying irrigation or drainage problem is properly understood and corrected.
Keep people and pets away during repairs, and follow every product's safety directions carefully. Local drought rules take priority, even when a different schedule seems more horticulturally convenient.
Expect gradual improvement. Roots, soil structure, and disease pressure do not change instantly or uniformly.
Call a professional when soil stays saturated for days despite dry weather and disabled irrigation.
An irrigation audit can identify hidden leaks, pressure problems, mismatched nozzles, and poor distribution.
Unexplained wet spots, rising water bills, or pressure loss may indicate a hidden irrigation leak.
Drainage near buildings can become a property issue, so obtain qualified local assessment promptly.
Choose qualified professionals who explain measurements, repairs, and schedule changes rather than selling unnecessary treatments.
Written findings so future adjustments remain consistent across seasons, repairs, and weather changes. Remember the exceptions: new turf, sandy soil, extreme weather, local rules, and species-specific requirements.
When footprints disappear quickly and deeper soil remains moist, another daily cycle is unnecessary. Replace the daily habit with observation, and your lawn can become stronger while wasting less water.
Subscribe for practical lawn science, careful diagnosis, and realistic solutions you can apply safely.